this should work. If not, then something is gravely wrong. But let's see if this kicks things off into gear. Let's see if this works. Hopefully my chat does as well. Yes, it says that it's working. It says that it's streaming, but I can only see the small mobile one. Okay, no, now it's working properly. Welcome, welcome, apprentices. What's conjuring? Indeed, I did say that I've been running into memory issues as well as issues overall with my PC, mainly because, I don't know, some kind of hardware issue had happened, but I'm hoping, for the most part, that a majority of it is resolved. Who's to say, though? Who's to say? It feels like things just really weren't working out because it's approximately 1 week from debut, and yet somehow I was running into so many issues just the week of. Hello, Virgil! Welcome! How's your weekend been? How are you doing? And, thank you for tuning in! It seems like everyone's a little bit busy. I know that Kaimana's, joining in a moment, or joining in a bit. Blip plop, splish splash, splish splash! What? Are you having a little bit of summer fun? What have you been up to, man? How have you spent your weekend? As for me, I gotta be honest, and this is why the AniManga Club is potentially delayed a little bit, both for today and for next Sunday. However, next Sunday has a bit of a different reason. I am super duper tired. Super duper 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 tired, and that's mostly because my interactions with, or my experience this past weekend has been hectic, trying to get my PC to be fixed, as well as ensuring that I don't run into any memory issues. So far, it looks like I might have solved it, and this is a big question mark, mostly because I'm unsure. I've not tried to, like, stress test it since. I ran my, my memory checks, and those all looked fine, but I haven't tested playing a whole bunch of games and streaming at the same time, so I figured I'd wait until I get to something like that, you know? So, I suppose we're gonna see today. We're gonna see today if that's the case, or we're going to see if my PC decides, you know what? I don't want to survive. I don't want to survive anymore. And then it shuts off randomly and leaves me with basically nothing that I can do about it. So, hopefully, it does not come to that. But should it come to that, then I'm immediately gonna boot it up again and we'll go from there. Otherwise, I hope every one of you, my apprentices, who either tune in currently to the stream or who tune in to the VOD later on, had a wonderful weekend, or has a wonderful beginning of their week. I've been in talks with my artist and my modeler and everything like that, so it should all be on time. It should all be on time. Very, very exciting stuff. I'm really, really looking forward to showing off the model and what's cooking for the debut. I do have some stuff planned, of course. It's going to be a debut, so there are going to be special things that I've intended or planned for that. But besides that, I don't really want to reveal anything else. Let's just say it's a bit of a 3D model. It's happening on the 23rd of August. That insofar as that date, it has not changed, thank goodness. And that's, of course, if my PC is up to the task of surviving this week. When it comes to Multiplayer Friday, and I'll reiterate this once we get to it as well, probably going to see if that continues or if we do it at all. I'm thinking now, because we're missing out on AniManga Sundays this time around, maybe the debut gives people or newcomers the chance to want to discuss the end of Witch Hat Atelier, or we all start one together. I'm not sure. I'm thinking like either one would work, and I also wanted to try set up the activities thing with Discord integrations, because I figure that's probably the only way that I can get people to join me at the same time, right? So I'm going to get people to try and join me via the Discord integration since otherwise there are no, like, lobby codes that you can use. That's, like, one of the simplest things that you can do when it comes to Amogus, that you use some of the lobby codes and are able to join even without being on one's friends list and whatnot, so I need to try resolve how that's supposed to work. In which case, yeah, I can't say for sure how it's going to turn out, but maybe you all have a preference as to whether or not we continue or start something new when it comes to Witch Hat Atelier and the AniManga Club. Well, you've got a choice. Either way, today I was thinking of playing a little bit of Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain. I'm not sure how familiar all of you are with Risk of Rain, but it's probably one of my most favorite roguelikes of all time. I'll play it for a little bit while discussing and talking about various topics, as well as, like, giving an overview of my exact situation with my PC, because my goodness, it was quite a lot, I gotta say. Quite a lot that had happened with it, and a lot of running around to try and figure out, was it really something that I was doing, or was it something that my PC had done? I suppose, as a bit of preface to all of this, my PC was running into issues with RAM, and would randomly shut down. I found out that, and what I assumed at the time was because I was running Windows 11, is not actually the case. It seems like something had resulted in... something had resulted in my PC and its RAM voltages being slightly off, which meant that, as a result, it was not working, therefore corrupting, therefore shutting down my PC whenever it had the chance. Ahoy there, matey! Yo, Disco, welcome! You're the first one. Oh, have you figured out the cause? Yeah, mostly anyway. And hello, Mr. Brown. Can I request music? If it's... I don't think that's possible. I got copyright struck. Or I got, what's it called? Demonetized and flagged on YouTube whenever I tried streaming music last time, so I don't know. I think it's very stingy. I don't think I'll be able to take music requests and whatnot. But yeah, what do you mean the first one? I'm not sure what you mean with the first one. I joined later because I was playing a game with friends as a part of my birthday present. It was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Mr. Brown! Also, hello, Okami. How are you, all of my apprentices? How are you doing? I was like, yeah, it's a little bit delayed, but it was very quiet. I forgot to redeem. Oh, yeah. No, first redeem of the stream. Goodness gracious, that's loud. Yeah. First one to do it. So, wow. Thanks! Yeah, enjoy the gift, birthday apprentice. Better luck next time. Yeah, you just gotta be faster. You gotta be more, quick-footed, more fleet-fingered. However you want to call it. I'm not sure. It's entirely up to you. So, as said, and I'm not sure for those who haven't read my announcement in the Discord server, I have swapped, or I'm going to be postponing some of the, some of the AniManga Club, mostly because, well, I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to finish it, and that's because I've been super duper busy. So, as I outline what exactly happened and a little bit of my story, we'll begin to talk. But I'm going to be playing some Risk of Rain. So, I really, really love Risk of Rain. As you can probably see, I've played a lot of Risk of Rain. I haven't, like, fully decked out everything. I think I stopped around, like, the time of Captain being added. So I got, like, one of his skills, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. You're risking rain? Yeah, I am risking a bit of rain. Now, question is, which character is most fun to play as on stream? Because I genuinely love the Artificer. She's my favorite by far. But I know that... Mercenary is a fan favorite. I know that people really like Loader. I never really played Railgunner much. Void Fiend I also never really played much. So, I need to go back to that. I only played once with friends years ago. I like Rain too. Raincoat. No. No Raincoat. No Raincoat. Not another dang it grandpa game. Hello, Helios! Welcome! How are you doing? So once I boot into a game, then I'll finally begin discussing what the issue was with my RAM and like all the arduous things that I had to do to try and solve it, because my goodness, it was a lot of stuff that it feels like I had to go through. Let's play Loader. Let's play Loader. I don't have Seekers of the Storm and Alloyed Collective. I'm contemplating maybe getting everything in a bundle. They usually put stuff on sale, so maybe I'll do that. I really do love Risk of Rain 2, but I mostly played a lot of Risk of Rain 1 as well. Since it's just chatting and stuff, not AniManga Club, I'll be here for at least an hour. You're not gonna stay for the Rimworld part of it? I'm gonna start making my dinner while I listen. Yeah, no worries. We're just gonna be chatting and hanging out instead. Studying since exam for tomorrow. But getting frustrated, so I'm building a Digimon TCG deck currently. Oh, okay. Is there, like, not certain formats to the TCG decks and whatnots, or, is there a certain deck that you're making? I've never played the Digimon TCG. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, whenever I would go to card shops, and then I would also play a little bit of Pokemon. I played the Pokemon Online TCG as well, but I don't know. I much prefer playing some of it in person because it's more complicated at times. Yo, Pigeon. Hello, Pigeon. But I'll BRB a bit. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I've never played Digimon TCG, so I need to look into how the game works, etc. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough then. I honestly had no clue. Oh, I forgot that I had my M3. Yeah, that's what I should be doing. It's so frustrating playing Loader and then not knowing how any of the range stuff works. I just remember having a whole bunch of issues playing this. What is this? This is Risk of Rain 2. It's a super duper popular game, and I say super duper popular because, like, it sold a couple 100,000 copies, and I forget just how many people played it, like, when it originally came out. I spent a couple 100 hours in this, at least. This is Risk of Rain? It is! It is Risk of Rain. Hello, Kaimana! Risk of Rain is also up to 4 people, which is a lot of fun. I love Risk of Rain. It's one of those really... I didn't expect it to look like this. This is the second one, though. The first one is the side-scroller, like, pixelated graphics one. It's a lot of fun. I don't think D6 can say that I'm playing Sloppa this time, Auger Sloppa, because this is peak, okay? This is peak gameplay content. So I don't think if it comes to that he can do that legally. I don't think he's allowed to. So either way, yeah. What happened with my RAM? How did it get to this point, Auger? Well, it all started approximately, I want to say, like, last week-ish, around Thursday or so, and I know that it's like, well, wasn't it happening before? Yes, but not to this severity. Not to the extent at which it was happening just then and there, and why I say that is because it was maybe shutting off, like, once every couple of days, as opposed to around the end of the week, like by Thursday at that point, it was shutting off every, like, 3 times a day, about, and randomly as well. So it was happening way more often, so I wouldn't really consider the issue having happened until Thursday. I've only ever played Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, the old Digimon TCG, the One Piece TCG, Duel Masters Magic, Force of Will, Hearthstone, Shadowverse, and the new One Piece TCG, so not that much. I played... Oh my gosh, I would have to double check, but I've played a lot of those as well. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't remember the old Digimon TCG. I did play a bit of the Duel Masters TCG as well. They still have that going. I've played a little bit of Cardfight Vanguard. I've played a little bit of Weiss Wars. I've played... Oh, what was the other one? Actually, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I did also play a little bit of Magic. Hello, Dragon of Dojo Mama! Okay, I'm also noticing on YouTube that for whatever reason, it's saying that I could translate your message. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I've also played both of these Shadowverse games. I'm pretty fond of Shadowverse, all in all. I quite like Shadowverse. It's just Shadowverse Worlds Beyond... it depends. It feels much slower. It feels much slower. Hope you're well. Hi, chat. Hello, Dragon of Dojo Mama. How was your weekend? How have you been? So, yeah, TCG are all getting kind of mid, not as fun as they used to be. I think it's also because of the online digitization of everything, you know? Like, whenever it comes to TCGs, I think one of the best things was, like, not having a whole lot of tools and not knowing what was meta because you didn't have all of these, like, simulations ran for what the best loadout is. And this is why I kind of think that, like, MMOs are not where they're supposed to be, because everything can just be meta'd, and everyone mostly cares about DPS rather than, like, forgiving the triangle, you know, of whether or not you're a tank, a medic, or slash healer, or DPS, or however you want to spin it. So, yeah. It's been hard recently, you know, living in Whiterun with a performative Nord trying to get the maidens. I couldn't say I understand. Couldn't say. Have you heard of the High Elves? Digimon seems quite expensive for how small the community is, unfortunately. Yeah, plus, all of the games that come out for it, there aren't a whole lot of them, so you're kind of banking on them, like, doing something unique for basically every single iteration, you know? Yeah, I respect the Nords, the Dunmer, the Argonians, all races, honestly, yeah. I'm kind of epic and cool. I drink warm moon sugar tea, collect Elder Scrolls, and read the lusty Argonian Maid, unironically. I was reading The Real Baron Zaya, but I found it hard to pick back up because I'm like 9'11". 9 foot... No? Okay, also, I support the Khajiit, Vivek Bless. Wow. That is something to stand by, I suppose, as a Nord. I'm not really sure how your brethren feels about that. Those arms look funny? Well, I am playing the loader. They're forklift certified, so they're punching all the time. I'm gonna make dinner now. I'll be listening, but I won't be able to read chat or respond. No worries, Disco. No worries. I hope you... What do you make it... Oh, well, no. Never mind. You can't respond, so that's probably not a great question to be asking right now, but let us know once you've made it what it was that you made. Then we can find out together what he ate. So, also stop gambling? Yeah, she's not really keen on not gambling. Kind of the inverse of that. It's the same in gacha though. People always just pull for the OP meta units instead of stuff that they like, and if you don't at least get partially lucky to go along, you can't get enough resources as free to play. Yeah, you have to be there basically every day and grinding every single time. You caught me before I left. It's homemade pizza. No way, homemade pizza? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, enjoy your food. I hope you make that pizza Italian style. However else. Don't make it like Chicago style. Like FPS, when we played Halo as kids, it was all about blowing up each other and laughing. No one really trashed you for seriously not being good. It was all good faith and fun, but then whenever it got to competitive, strangers online will non-stop trash you for one small mistake or blame all their failures on you, thus it's no longer fun. That I understand, but also I was very much one of the people that was constantly playing custom games as soon as that game came out, because I adored Halo 3. Oh my gosh, Halo 3 and even Reach was super duper good for that. So I really miss those days. I was thinking as well to add to the multiplayer Fridays list to play Halo 3 or one of like the custom games. There's always the Inferno plus like Cursed Halo mod, if you're all familiar with that. That could be pretty fun to do as well. So I think that could go nice. Now we gotta play Turok. Honestly, I gotta say, Helios, I don't think most people remember or know what Turok is. So, we could actually do like a natural selection 2 lobby and see how that goes. But I'm not too confident on Turok, for people knowing it. But, yeah. So, anyways, with my RAM, it really only began to happen like about last week, Thursday or so. And it was manageable in cases. It was manageable in cases, but it wasn't like terrible. It would last a couple of hours, as you saw, the main issue being the fact that I did not have any idea as to when it would die, or the issues that it would come up. You guys want a surprise that you'll really like? Sure. What's the surprise, Kaimana? Lay it on us. Lay it on us. Okay. I'm probably gonna die to this, or I'm probably... Oh, it took half my HP. Sounds dangerous. It's always dangerous whenever it's concerning Kaimana. So I eventually did on Saturday/Sunday spend like most of the day trying to fix my PC. So I've kind of not fully found the answer as to what the issue was. It was my RAM. It was my RAM, to be sure. The issue with my RAM was not that I was on Windows. I'm so sorry, Windows 11, for ever judging you, but you still suck. Nevertheless, it does turn out that something, whenever I shut down my PC one day, caused an issue where the timings of my RAM was off physically. So, even though it was listed as being the correct timing in the default BIOS settings, it still listed it as incorrect physically, which meant that going to the technician and having them debug it was the only way that I could figure out, which is nice now that I know what the issue is. The problem being that it's still a little bit undetermined if everything is fixed or if it's going to happen again, because, again, I've only had this for a month. I don't know if it was something that I did or if there was something that had happened to my PC besides it turning off that has somehow caused it to both reset and change the RAM timings, which then caused it to crash and corrupt. So, unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure, but I think, at least for now, my PC and its RAM is looking A-okay. So, did you draw the Rotundere emote? Nope, I can't draw that. Wow, Kaimana. Wow. Come on, you need to be a little bit more accepting. A little bit more accepting, okay? It will take a little bit of time. Take as much time as you need. Windows is DD mega doo-doo. I use both Windows and Linux, and I feel like both of them have issues in some areas. Whenever I was setting up my Linux instance, I kept running into problems with the Cosmic Terminal not being GNOME compatible. GNELF, not being GNOME compatible between both instances, so anytime that I would try to move things over, it would bug out, complain, and say, nah, you can't do that. And I was like, why? And it's because of this, like, Highlander background instance that it's based off of. I could be wrong in getting some of the terminology correctly named, but for a large part, I'm right, objectively. What's up? How are you doing, Mal? How are you doing? Welcome. Just draw a normal person and blow them up. Exactly. You could, Kaimana, actually, if you wanted to, you can send me a picture of Rondel, like, before he's fat, and then I can blow him up using image editing, if that helps you somewhat. So, I hope it doesn't happen again, unless you do something that I hate. Okay, well, if it happens to me, I hope it happens to you 25 times in the future. And I hope it happens to your newborn. Your next newborn, Okami, I hope he suffers from Windows blue screening, okay? You were at my side all along, my true mentor, my guiding moonlight. Are you trying to serenade me, Virgil? What's this about? What's this about? That's not cool of you, Brotundel. Okay, come on, but he was totally, like, trying to dog on my style, man. He was dogging on my style. And, why would you pull out a giant greatsword? Is this a Bloodborne reference that I'm just gonna, like, lose all context to, Virgil? So, I'm not sure, but I'm getting the itching feeling that it's probably that, yeah. Yeah, it is? Okay, I knew it! I was aware. I knew it would be something like this. Fair enough, though. Skyblock Addiction happened again? Really? Wait, did you not play Rebirth of the Night with your friends and set up the server? How did that go? Or have you not yet? Oh, that's a healing drone. I don't care for that. The Rotundel thing is really growing on you. I mean, to be fair, I came up with the alter ego name, but he is a man who shall not be named, therefore. Oh, it did happen. It's amazing. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Just like your belly. My belly isn't even growing. What am I meant to explain to you in this instance? Because I'm not... I'm still as pretty as I can be. Okay? I'm not gaining weight. Not whatever. But in addition to, like, all of the RAM stuff and then figuring out the issue, I basically had to run mem tests, and now I needed my PC, obviously, to stream, to edit, and to make shorts and so on, and also to prepare for my debut, because it's got all my files on it. So whenever it was randomly dying, I had all of my debut stuff on it, as well as, like, some of the discussion that I've been having with my artist. So I needed my PC. That's why, like, trying to get this done and... potentially delaying my debut was in question when it came to my RAM and whatnot. So now that thankfully isn't, question mark, the case, we'll see, as said, with this week. I won't put things off entirely, so preliminary dates, but also like the final date is literally a week from now. We'll see how that goes. But I have spent essentially 8 hours, even during my sleep, right? Because this was happening while I slept because I needed to be working at the same time. I was doing this when I was sleeping. A week from now? Yeah, on the 23rd. On the 23rd, on a Sunday, indeed. Yes, my debut will be happening then. Auger, the 23rd. And that's when I'll be debuting. I'll post an announcement for it and whatnot. Why is that inconvenient? We can party on to my birthday on the 24th. Well, good news. I'm probably going to extend the length of the stream and everything like that as well. So we'll probably be going for more than just the 2 hours. I'll be going for... No. I'm not even gonna read that chat aloud, but you know what you're talking about, Okami. A pregnant Okay, never mind. I still did read it aloud. A pregnant model? No. I'm not gonna have a pregnant model. 1 hour more would be enough? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was contemplating... Sorry, I bumped my mic there. I was contemplating, like, running maybe... Also, hello, Mississippi Gonzo Red Corn. I was planning on running maybe like 1 hour longer and 1 hour before we would do the whole debut like events that I've got planned. I would be going over some of the new stuff that I want to be going over. Again, I'm revealing it on the day of my debut, so I don't want to be hyper specific, but there are some things in mind, so I have a couple of things to announce and to do on that day. Excuse me, what? Okay. Someone in Twitch chat is recommending that I get a pregnant model. Because I'm getting a 3D model, they're just asking why can't I get it pregnant. So, I don't know. Your stream ends at about 11 p.m. for me usually? Okay, that's good to keep it in mind. Pregnant alt. No. No, I'm not gonna have a pregnant alt. That's just not happening. Not in your wildest dreams. Not in your wildest dreams. Tom Holland is spoiling the Marvel movie? What? He's announcing his pregnancy? No! If anything, it's my artist that is announcing the pregnancy of my model that has yet to come out. Okay? So it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. A pregnant auger would be very silly. That's what I'm saying. But also it's not going to happen. It's silly in the sense that it's like, I don't want this to happen. I don't think this should happen. So, no. I don't think so. Now we need the Rondel and Stacy alt version to toggle with the impressions. Oh, jeez. I wonder what the next, like, introduction to new people joining in on my channel is going to be. If it's going to be a case of, oh yeah, by the way, pregnant auger alt or Rondel alt or the Stacy alt. Honestly, I gotta wonder what my artist would think of this. Just wait until I tell them on you. So your artist is breeding your No, not breeding my model. What? That's not even remotely close to how that is. You guys should stop giving me ideas. I don't like that this is giving you ideas in the first place. Why would that be an idea? I mean, Prego Stacy is an option. Single mom version? No. Okay, let's just... Okay, I'm gonna move on from this. We're not gonna continue this, okay? Fine. So, anyways, I was basically having to intermittently wake up from my sleep, because I'm obviously trying to prepare for my debut and everything like that, by every 1 hour checking if mem test was done or it ran into issues. Then, whenever mem test was done, I would have to go back into BIOS, I would have to double check that everything looks right, and depending on what test failed, I would have to change some of the settings in my BIOS, and I was doing this for like 8 hours. I've had terrible sleep as a result, but also that's one of the reasons why I have not been able to, and thus is one of the reasons also why we're delaying the AniManga Club. And the AniManga Club might end up being this Friday instead. I know you're all looking forward to the multiplayer games Friday. However, reason why is potentially because I need to figure out a mod pack for Lethal Company, and then I also need to ensure that for whoever has it, everything is installed by then. I don't know how much of a complication that's going to be for everyone to set up. So, who doesn't have terrible sleep? Brian Johnson, the immortal Unk, okay? He's like, I know he's a bit younger than me, but, you know, he's a couple thousand years too early, right? But he's right in one thing. It is very true, you need sleep. Also, where is this one? How did the wandering vagrant end up on the opposite side of the map? Okay, wait. I was very curious why I couldn't find him. Why there was no boss. But yeah, here he is. He's behind the wall, apparently. Very nice. Okay, let's call out the gunners for this. Could you play Baby Breakout? What's Baby Breakout? What are you talking about? Baby Breakouts? What? Huh. Aug plus 50 plus confirmed. Brian Johnson's like 48, no? And a little younger than Aug, apparently. No, I'm just saying a couple thousand years younger, you know? It's close. It's close. I mean, he is the immortal Unk, so, you know, it's kind of like comparative, right? How do you compare immortality? So, oh well. Oh well. Sleep is for normies, though? No, you need sleep. You need sleep if you want to stay youthful and young, like me. But I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited for you, my apprentices, to see my new model and everything like that. I've got a lot of new, not just a new model planned. I've got like new assets, and eventually, once my model is completely done, I'm gonna have a couple of commissions as well. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I intend on sprucing things up quite a bit. It's like Pac-Man, but 3D and slightly spooky. But don't you mean it's like Pac-Man World, then? Because Pac-Man World is 3D. I'm more immortal than you? That's how you compare immortality? No. It's like there are degrees of it, right? There are degrees. High-def AUG model showing all the face wrinkles? No! There are no face wrinkles or anything like that. I'm young, spry, and all of it. Of course, this wizard needs sleep. It's all he does. Okay, for a single moment, can we just, like, not? I'm not dying. I'm not old. I'm eternally young, okay? WTF is Pac-Man World. He doesn't know Pac-Man World. He doesn't know Pac-Man World. Oh my gosh, that means that you don't know about the Pac-Man World trilogy or Miss Pac-Man. Oh my gosh. Way to out yourself for being a zoomer. Wow. Senile wizard forgetting his oldness becomes young? No. I still remember back in my day. I'm still wondering how I didn't get a strike from my old JP woman post. To be fair, I don't know. Do you want a strike for it? I mean, I can always retroactively give you one. Aug is a hack chaser. I like women. Nah, I'm good. Okay, just don't tempt your luck. You just want a big pack to pack your bit. No, I'm not gonna read that aloud. I was close, but I'm not going to. Hello, Silent Scythe. Hello, Silent Scythe. He loves to date in his age range. I struggle to see. Why isn't he... Kaimana's not nearly as old as I am. She's like... I don't know. She can explain it to you. Kaimana, reveal yourself. Kaimana's 12. Yeah. She's... You know how the joke is always you're so mature for your age? It's the inverse. I'm 99. Yeah, she probably misspelled that. Reveal yourself. Reveal yourself is very sus. No, you know what I meant. Don't twist this. Don't make this weird. I'm am. Sheem is. Im. Ami. Is she trying to communicate with us in French? I'm just saying she's a hag. No, she's not. Kaimana, to me, is still far too young to be trying something like this. Hello, James! How are you doing? First time chat as well? How are you? Welcome. I always wonder, every time someone new joins the chat, what on earth am I going to do to explain that all my apprentices are just, like, a little bit out there? Like, what am I meant to say? Am I meant to introduce myself and then immediately be blindsided by the fact that they want me to do some kind of, like, Deku voice again? Olga's like, okay, that's not nice to lie about my age being that high. I'm staying up at 3 a.m. to mine in Hypixel. Very good sleeping habits. You need more sleep. If you're playing Bed Wars, why aren't you fighting to go run to bed then? Yeah, that's what I thought. Checkmate Zoomer. How dare you? Okay, you realize it's 12 and dog years? She's aging. Well, she's marking herself in jellyfish years. Actually, Kaimana, how old is or are human years to jellyfish years? Is there much of a difference? Or do you comparatively measure them in the same amount of time? How does that compare? What are we looking at? Also, I'm aware that I've set my thingamabob to being Rimworld whenever I'm playing Risk of Rain. That's because I'm going to swap over to Rimworld not too long. Well, this is a long topic, but I'll try to write properly and explain. Do go ahead and inform us on your marine biology. Do you still consider yourself like full jellyfish if you're that far mutated from a regular jellyfish? Like, genuine question. Because if you're lasting this long, I'm curious. Wait, Kaimana can actually type? Shocking. I know. I thought Kaimana was like Mort from Madagascar. How old is Mort from Madagascar? How old is he? I've never once considered that. He must be ancient. Julian! 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 Us when we have Hyperion farming F7 dungeons, 500 runs a day in Skyblock together and resell Necrons. What are you saying? What is that? Mort is like 5? No. Mort isn't 5. There's no way he's only 5. Actually, no, he's got a whole bunch of wives. Yeah, exactly. Didn't he have like a wife and kids? He has an entire family. I'm almost certain that Mort is older than meets the eye. You know? But then at the same time, I don't really know how old he is. I need to look for the particles. I've forgotten where the teleporter is. Maybe it's inside somewhere? Uh-oh. Have I lost it? Wrong chat. Mal? I feel like he was talking in tongue. You know? He was trying to speak to me in Cthulhuan speech. And it was very difficult to grasp. But, yeah. So, I suppose that kind of summarizes my entire interaction with all things RAM. I'm just speaking in Hypixel jargon. I really hate this game. Why do you play the things that you hate? Yet I still play it. Maybe don't play it then. Would that help? I know that some people I need to play Hypixel. Why do you need to play Hypixel now? I'm always curious as to what the motivate. Like, I know that there's sometimes things that you just get locked into. Like, you've built up a habit of playing a particular game. You've got a routine where you decide to play this game every now and then. But what keeps you playing a game past the point of not enjoying it? Because I feel like you should stop. At that point, you really should stop. But I don't know. How do you figure that out? Ask the League community that, Og. They all hate the game that they play. Oh, unfortunately, I have a friend who really, really, really loves League. He adores League. And I ask him why, and he says it's because he gets angry at it. So it's not like, oh, I hate this game because I get angry at it. No, he enjoys getting mad at games. And at the same time, I think one of the craziest opinions I've ever heard him say was that every game should be multiplayer. I was like, you are joking. Absolutely not. No way are we making every game multiplayer. But he stands by his decision. He stands by his decision that every game should be multiplayer for whatever reason. When a jellyfish is born, they try to survive until 50 years to turn into a proper jellyfish person. They start from their tiny tentacles and form a human body from their blob head. When we reach adult stage is 100 and I am 99. 100 years old equals 20 and so on, so the legal age is 100. Okay, legal age? Kaimana? Legal age? But in human years of 18, it is 80 years old in jellyfish. So in other words, it's approximately like 5-ish years per jellyfish year, approximately. Whoa! Twitch chat being weird again, as per usual. We've not deviated from this whatsoever, Mississippi Gonzo Redcorn. It's the same thing every single time. Every day of the week, they tell me something about how they're old, how they're I don't know, wanting to see pregnant Auger or something like that. Yeah, what was I supposed to say? No, 1 year until I'm an adult? Well, I'm just saying, like, do jellyfish have societies? Why don't you look after your smaller jellyfish? Because I feel like this is the first time I've met a singular jellyfish person in that case. But I'm already an adult. I'm just human age, not in jellyfish. I find it funny that I can't tell if it's because of your misspelling that you wrote human, or if you wrote human but misspelled it. Like, you did it intentionally or unintentionally. So you're still edible. She is still edible. She is. Twitch chat must be full of good... Probably. I will neither confirm nor deny, but I am confirming. Smiles. No, I'm poisonous. Human age. so I could eat... I wonder, Kaimana, have you ever tried eating other jellyfish? Is that forbidden? Would you be able to describe it? Is it a little bit like Jello? And not just because you're, well, jellyfish, but like if you tasted like Jello. I'm curious. No, we're poisonous? Okay, but what if you boil out the poison? You know? Like, you can boil out toxins and whatnot. You can still eat pufferfish, so long as it's properly prepared. What did you expect, Corn? Yeah. We're watching a streamer who hasn't left his tower in 1,000 years. How do you think it... Whoa, okay. No, not true. Not true. I'm always studying my magic, okay? That's the only thing I care about. Gaming, magic, making shorts, and being entertaining. That's all I need to do. It is cannibalism. Have you tried eating human meat? I will neither confirm nor deny if I have eaten human meat. Allegedly, I have. So studying magic is code? No! It's not code for anything. Why are you talking about all of this like that? Stop it. You'll grow red bulbs on your body and they will never disappear. What if a bulb? Oh, never mind. There goes my item. Yoink. Oh, chance on kill to drop trash. I remember this item being really good. It's been ages since I played Risk of Rain. It's been so long since I played this. But yeah, I love Risk of Rain. As soon as this run ends, by the way, then we'll swap over to Rimworld. Bro, this game is so bad. Why do I play it? I hate this. I hate it. Why is there loot box tables, loot tables? Ah! Stop it then! You're falling into the grind set trap. The grind set trap is keeping you perpetually grinding. You have to stop. You have to stop. There's no other way. I got stuck into something similar whenever I played Warframe. But you just gotta realize that the best way to have fun is to let go. Stop taking it seriously, and you'll have fun. Oh, and now I'm falling to my death. Bye-bye. Here we go. Oh, and I spawned on the barrel. Nice. A Divin's Alloy has a 0.005% chance from the Damn Crystal Nucleus loot bundle, or to fill the RNG meter with 1 million XP, aka 910 to 1,000 dungeon runs for the allow to make Divian's drill. What? Ready? Is the thing that you prepared ready, Kaimana? Or what is ready? Is this surprise ready? You saying this to me as I'm trying to stop Kaimana from falling off the edge to a skyscraper. Okay, Aug, I'll let go. No, don't do it then. Don't keep holding on. Keep holding on. But if you're playing any kind of really grindy game, let go. But except I mean metaphorically, not of Kaimana if you're standing on the skyscraper or anything like that. Check the server. Okay. I'll check the server then. What's going on here? Wait, where have you... Come on, I don't see anything. You've not posted anything. No, not yeets. Okay. Not yeets, I suppose. Apprentices, calm down. Calm down. There's nothing in the yeets yet. Or don't check the server yeets. We'll see. We'll have to see what Kaimana has prepared. Also, one thing that I have to mention. Risk of Rain's soundtrack is absurd how good it is. It is crazy good. Oh my gosh, I love Risk of Rain's soundtrack. Probably one of... I don't know how to pronounce his name. Chris something has created, like, a masterpiece. What is this, Kaimana? Okay, check now. Yeah, I can see what you did. What is this abomination? Excuse me? Okay. For anyone who's not here, let's see. Can I pull this up? Browser. Interact. Wait. 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 Here we go. Copy. Wait, what? Okay, Discord, stop it. Let me just, like, copy the image address. Here we go. Display. Does that work? Come on, care to explain yourself? Why is this what you spend the past, like, hour on? You can't, like, draw anything that isn't a whiz post of me. Bald Rondel? No. No, because it's fun. Stop it. Stop drawing me. That's a bad angle of me. That's a bad angle. That's not me. That's not me. Not canon. That's fake, by the way. That's not real. That's fake. That's AI. You've image manipulated that to make me go bald. It's not real. If that was also fat with the blushing, it would qualify for rotundere. I suppose in the server and on here. Yeah, let's vote. Come on, I would have to double check. I don't even think I have enough emote slots or emoji slots to be able to add that now. I can't. No bald Rondel. None of it. No. Gosh, I can't seek any respite from my apprentices doing this stuff to me. Like, anytime I try, it's always just like... I get bullied, regardless of what I do. Even Kaimana has turned on me. I don't know what I've done to deserve something like this. Let's vote for what? Let's vote for what? What do you want to vote on? I don't know what you're meaning. The emote... No, Kaimana, I don't have any more slots. I don't know what to tell you. I think I can make it a tier 1. In that case, I can make it a tier 1, but I don't have any more slots for something else. Tier 1 or tier 1? No, tier, as in like TIER. Make it a server icon. I'm not gonna make it the server icon. Okay, we at least have to allow someone somewhere to recognize me by something else other than toes and baldness. Or fatness. I still don't know why these are the only things that we relegate to this. Save up 6,000 channel points and make sure it's always shown at the stream starts and end. I'm gonna have to add more tips because of you guys. If you keep adding things like that, no. If you keep adding, I'm genuinely going to have to. Let's see. Okay, emotes. Yeah, standard emotes. Animated emotes. No, because it's not animated. Wait, no, I can only make it a tier 2. I actually ran out of free and tier 1. Okay, Kaimana, I would have to make it a tier 2 emote in that case, because it's not animated. That is... Huh. Sure. I can, I'll make the poll then. Let's see, poll. None of us have tier 2, so nah. That's all I have, unfortunately. I have tier 2. You have tier 2. Let's animate the blushing. Being a sub a long time. I don't even know how the tier 1 and tier 2 like emotes and everything work like that. I gotta be honest, even though I'm the streamer, I don't know how this thing is going to end up being tier 2, but apparently it is. We're gonna have a vote whether or not we think this. Hello, Kirigami. Should Rondel? What were we calling it? Rondel? Rondel be made on emotes. Yes, no, last slot is T2. So I'm gonna have to do that. And then, you know what? I'll allow you to vote with more mana. I'm still gonna vote no, so if you wanna defy me, then you're gonna have to vote yes in that case. That image is whenever Aug casts the hair loss spell at Kaimana, but it rebounded because Kaimana's already bald. She's already been visited by the Norwood Reaper. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Gambling, I'm back in season. I thought you lost your account. I thought you lost your account, but I'm glad to hear that you're back into it. There's a whole bunch of like free stuff as well. So, Bald Rondel is awesome. No, stop praising all of these like whiz posts, okay? Oh my gosh, thank you to whoever is voting no. Thank you. Yeah. That's right. That's what I thought. It's not gonna become an emote. You can't determine this. You can't. It's not happening. Why vote no? Because I don't want to be known for being bald or having my big toe. I have no mana. I can't fight. Maybe you should have considered saving up. It's in moments like these where she's realizing that being poor results in a lot of issues. A lot of issues. such as not being able to fight. Chat, there's a problem. The council has found me and demanded to join them. For what? What council? Vote no if you're the opposite of fun. I only have 1 vote, so I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, wait, Helios, are you the one dumping points into this? Who's voting 100? Oh my goodness. 100 points? To, or now 114 to saying no to an emote. I was like, half joking, but geez, okay. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. Here we go, let's get equipment drone. Bro, you know the council that's happening on YouTube? No. I have no clue what council's happening on YouTube. I hate whoever's voting no. That's just how democracy works. That's just democracy. I allow my apprentices to do it. Instead of making him look cute and blushing, making him look mad, and we can call it Maltundel. Why even pose the question? No, we're not having any of the, please. I can't have every single emote be, I can't even be like partially serious. We're gonna eventually have some kind of lore day, and once it gets to that point, it's all just going to be bald, pregnant, Stacy, whatever. We're not gonna have any semblance of seriousness to what we're doing, or what I'm trying to do. I've spent so many points. Okay, well, it looks like it's going to be inevitable. Honestly, not even Prego. I just want Stacy. I would maybe be fine with Stacy. I'm not sure. You know what? I don't want to count on anything. I don't want to count on anything because I don't know what's gonna happen. Also, where's the rest of my money? I want my money. Oh, here we go. Now I can get the legendary item. I'm surprised that I even got brain stocks as one of the first steps. Ooh, afterburner. Very cool. So now I can use that. I pregner Rondel. No, stop. How? That's so dumb. What does that mean? Go on, explain. What does that mean? Because I have my wizard powers. So, very clearly, no. Not true. Not true. If you give him a yellow superhero outfit, we could call him All Punch Man. You could, or you just don't have to. Speaking of Stacy what? I know it's a feeble battle, no to win, but the 1,140 mana I wasted, 1,660 mana got wasted from other people, so it's a win for me. Yeah, I suppose. Oh, you were the one voting against them then, Mal? I thought it was gonna be Helios. I thought that was gonna be Helios. Oh, you want me to do a Stacy impression? Okay, fine. Where's OBS? There it is. Okay, here we go. I haven't even voted yet. I thought you were the one voting it because you went partly against it. So I thought it was you. But Stacy impression. I thought it was Brown. No, I don't think Brown. Auger, get me pregnant and take responsibility. No! I don't want to lose my wizard powers. I have them for a reason. Oh my gosh, we can't be doing this. I wasted more mana from other people than me, so it's like amazing. I only voted once for yes, bruh, lol. Yeah, you're like totes being thrown under the bus. It's like legit sad. Like, for real, do not even take that from them, Brown. Like, do not. The only thing that will happen is that it will get worse. Like, if you allow them even an inch, they'll take a mile. All games should be multiplayer. WTF murder. Yeah, that's what I was saying. One of my friends said that every single game should be multiplayer. And I was like, no. That would suck. Why would you ever want to play with Becky? Becky doesn't even play the same games. So if I were forced to always be online on a single player game, OMG, I would not. Time to... No. What? Why are you like this? How is that murder time, though? What? What murder time? I for real have no idea what you're talking about. Has anyone seen the portal? Is this it? I recognize the particles, but oh, there it is. Not multiplayer, but optional co-op, maybe? No, he was meaning that he wanted everything. My friend wanted everything to be multiplayer. I was like, oh, so you're even saying that something like Skyrim? And he was like, yeah. I want Skyrim to be like legit multiplayer. And I said, okay, what about like Fallout New Vegas? And he was like, yeah, I want Fallout New Vegas to be multiplayer. And then I was like, okay, what about like legit Dragon's Dogma? And he said, yeah, I want that to be multiplayer. And I said, okay, what about like a story game like Persona or Shin Megami Tensei? And he was like, yeah, I want that to be multiplayer as well, because he is like a big fan of all things League of Legends. Not optional, it has to be. That's insane. Yeah, that's all he wanted. He didn't care. He didn't care otherwise. Is it an actual human or the type of friend that you can that only you can see? I have other friends. I have other wizard friends from other towers. It is legit, not just me. That is such a Becky thing to say. Wow. You sound like if Brad had done something bad to you, Becky. OMG, lol, is that you? Yeah, for real. Multiplayer solitaire. Or Solitar. I suppose so, yeah. Also, I don't know who said the single mom Stacy joke, but that was, like, so funny. No, it for real wasn't. Stacy would never be single. Or wait. Yeah, especially not a single mom. Like, for real. I laughed out loud in the kitchen like an idiot. Hopefully, like, you didn't burn your pizza, because that would totes suck. For real. Either way, I think that, hopefully, legit everything on my debut day goes fine, but do not, for all of the new apprentices and like literally everyone else, please do not request like fat Tundel or bald Tundel or whatever. I know it's like the Barbra Streisand effect, but legit, you're going to ruin things for me, like for real. Oh, okay, my timer's up. My timer's up. My time is now. I can stop the voice of Stacy. Let's see. Oh, there's the magma worm. You know, one thing actually, I wonder if there's a mod for more players in Risk of Rain. But then again, I'm not entirely sure how to go about it. I was contemplating to myself, because one of the complications that I was going to have with hosting the multiplayer Fridays with Lethal Company was that Lethal Company usually, if I'm not mistaken, requires that you have people added on Steam as friends. But I think I can create a Discord invite, so only people from the Discord can join. I would still likely, maybe mute? I'm not sure. I might turn down your voices. If you say anything mean, I will mute you in the game, but that's probably how it's gonna have to be going forward. But yes, we could probably do something like that, and then I can stream like so. So that might be good. We might be able to do it if Lethal Company allows me to. Pieces in the oven. I still want a Rotundere meme for when I'm feeling shy. I'm going to look into, because once my 3D model is done and everything like that, I will also be able to reveal all of the designs and everything, and then I can commission more stuff as well. So we can go off of the basis of that. Honestly, Rotundel and Stacy Rondel are a part of the channel history. I'm really looking forward to Lethal. Also, everyone in game would have to stream muted. Yeah. Have to have the stream muted. I don't know if you have to have the stream muted. Why would you have to? Because don't people usually or sometimes play with comms? Is it because you would be able to hear me everywhere? Yeah, so we don't hear you twice. Oh, so you don't hear me twice. Oh, no. I'm thinking that maybe I just mute myself in game. I can just do that, and that's problem solved. Because you're going to be hearing me anyway, so may as well allow you to hear me on stream. Then again, it's delayed, but you'd be able to hear me everywhere? I don't know. We can see a little bit of a minor vote to determine what your preference is. Or I allow you to mute me in-game and call it a day. It looks like, however, the poll is done. Boltundel is a tier 2 emote. Okay. I'm adding Boltundel as a tier 2 emote. Also, I see Mr. Brown and Kaimana in the chat. Also, wait, why is this saving as a WebP file? Kaimana, is this intentional? Did you make it a WebP file? If anything, I'd be impressed. Yum yum. No, not yum yum. Not yum yum. Then we should look into the Amogus proximity chat mod. We could, but I don't know how that's going to be when I mute people. I'm not sure. It's not intentional. I'm going to kiss your bald head, Okami. What? I think it'd be better if you spoke in game, but we'll see what works better. Yeah. I suppose if you die, you can just, like, mute game and then watch me in that case. I don't know what's easiest for you all. That's why I want to do like a sub vote, and then we can figure out what's best. Okay, now I actually have to go to emotes and save this. Oh, okay, Kaimana. Here you go. Tier 2 standard emotes. We're going to be adding it like so. I've added it to my assets folder. And let's see how long it takes to appeal for review. Also, do I have to convert it? Surely it takes WebP, right? Okami is bald, supposedly. Actually, yeah, now that you mention it. Oh, his pawn is? No, his pawn isn't. Oh, wait, yes, no, his new one is. Yeah, his new one is bald. His new one is bald. Oh, I need to convert it from WebP. Discord converted it to a WebP, so I need to convert the image, Kaimana. Give me just a second, and I'll continue my Risk of Rain playthrough, and then we'll finish this up. You know, I was saying that, like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to last the entire 2 hours today because I'm feeling really tired. Here I am, rocky like a hurricane. I'm surviving, nonetheless. Okay, so save this as Tundel, and we're going to save this as a PNG, so it's lossless. Yes, is this loss? No, it's just less. Here we go, Tundel, and... Oh, no, never mind. I clicked out of it. Why is that even a thing? Here we go. Uploading? What's it going to be called? Auger Tundel. And anything more? No. Upload. And it's submitted for review. There we go. It's submitted for review. Whoever gains access to it first, feel free to use it, I suppose. Actually don't, but also don't reveal that it even exists to new people that decide to join the stream on debut day. We'll have to see. Okay. Question is, there are a whole bunch of chests on this map, but I've yet to see most of them. I feel like it's been so long since I played Risk of Rain that I've completely forgotten about where and how to find chests. I remember there being... Wow. I remember there being a spawn pattern to it. Oh, jeez. This new enemy really sucks. There are some new enemies here that I'm really not liking, like the giant laser beam one. But what about... I'm trying to think of more things that I need to address that this is more than a perfect time or opportunity to address, and it's probably Season 2 of the Rimworld streams. I've been deliberating about it. I think we will follow through with the pick 5 things you want to bring with system. You will, as said, lose your traits, unless you choose to have that as one of your 5 things that you bring with. Genes, we're going to be operating off of, like, a 15 set for complexity, because I felt like 10 complexity is barely anything. And that should hopefully give you some leeway in how you decide to work out your characters. Hopefully that isn't too overpowered, but it's kind of hard to say, because a lot of things in Rimworld that make it super easy is the fact that you have so many things at your disposal, so you could probably still break things if you decide to bring along some of the most powerful stuff, you know? That's why I'm still a little bit concerned about even allowing 5 items. So why have 5 items when you can have just 1? No one's going to get that reference. Nonetheless, that's how I'm thinking of it. There are going to be more actual semi-story things to the Rimworld streams. You'll see what I mean. That's just a bit of a spoiler. A little bit of a heads up that things will have more intention behind them, which is quite fun. And then... Ooh, for debut day, probably 3 to 4 hours of stream, so double the amount, because I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get through everything, and I think that's about it, yeah. Otherwise, once I'm done with this run, yeah. Still, actually, as I've clicked through Discord, I've not noticed any memory issues, so maybe it is just resolved. Maybe everything is just working fine and dandy, you know? That's one of the concerns that I had as well, not only because of my debut, but because whenever I would be streaming on Friday for the multiplayer night stream, then if I were to disconnect, it would kick everyone from the lobby. But of course, I probably should be the lobby leader in that case. Then again, who's to say that my ley line isn't directly connected up, which is why it's fastest? I would be curious to see if there are people with faster internet than me. Nonetheless. That's how it's going to go. I hope you're all looking forward to it, by the way. What are your biggest look forward tos during debut? What do you think is going to happen? Actually, I'm very curious. How do you think the design is going to look? What are you looking forward to on debut day? And if you wanted one thing to show up, what would it be? What would it be? And I might actually consider that one. Might. You're what? You're what, Kaimana? You're what? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. She's... Kaimana is... Oh no. Oh no, who's to say? If I wanted one thing to show up, it would be the toggles. That I'm not sure if I can get done in time. That's going to be difficult. I would have to see. I would like to try get toggles, but mind you, it is a 3D one. So I know that for like VTube Studio, it's pretty straightforward to add toggles and change things around. I'm not actually sure about 3D ones. So I'm pretty much going to be taking the week before debut to sort all 3D things out while I have time and while I'm preparing a backlog and shorts for each day. So I'll miss PNG Tundel, but I'm interested to see it. You will maybe see PNG Tundel still. So maybe just like minimally think Kirby eating another character in Smash Bros. Wait, what? That's what you think it's... You think I'm going to be eating characters and then there's just going to be a different hat? Or are you meaning that's how the toggle is going to look like? I have to tell it. Will PNG Tundle still be a toggle? Actually, that's a good question. I was thinking that whenever I do my breaks, because, yeah, I do have to take breaks eventually, right? Whenever I do take some breaks or whatever, I would probably hold, like, a quick stream every now and then where I use my PNG again. Just chatting or talking and seeing how everyone's doing. Because as mentioned, and this is way out. This is like 4 months from now at least. 4 months from now, I will be taking like a bit of a break where I'll only stream once a week or so. And from there, I'll probably be on my Auger mini orb, aka laptop. And therefore, that will look a little bit different. My streams then will be a little bit different where I'll play something else. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's what the toggle looks like in the end. Like a blonde wig and earrings for Stacy. Oh. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. That could be interesting to go about fixing. Hello, Solstix! How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I'll have to see what I can do about that. I'm curious now. It might be too late because my my artist is really busy, but I could probably ask maybe if they have time to work on parts of this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to sketch it and make it really poorly myself. I could do it myself. That's a possibility. But, yeah, Solstice, for a bit of context, what we're talking about, I was discussing my debut and everything, and I was asking, what's one thing you're excited to see? What do you expect to happen? And what thing do you want to happen? So, should be the easiest way. No, wait, actually, you could just change the hair color if you already rigged the hair. Yeah, but that feels like... not lame, but a little bit... I don't know, I would want it to be high effort. So... If I could have it be high effort, then I'd choose that over low effort. But maybe I just start low effort and then gradually make it more high effort over time. Maybe there's just going to be a toggle, or maybe I get an entire commission for Stacy, and Auger Rotundel. You know? Well, that's your standard. That's true. That's true. Everything is according to my standard and how it's how I choose to see it. So yeah, fair enough. I can see that being the case. Actually, I've a tendency to want to try be a bit of a perfectionist with this, but nothing's wrong with starting low effort and then adding high effort models later. Yeah. I think it's a bit of the wizard perfectionist mindset. You know, you've got this whole mindset going throughout the academy and everything, or through magic school, where you learn to always cast spells when they're fully complete. But like a delayed spell is still a good spell cast, you know? That was Mia Wizard Moto that said that. He worked at Nin Wichto, Very, very popular game company, by the way. Very popular wizard school gaming company, by the way. I'm looking forward to the toggle where we can eject you to the moon, complete with sound effects. Why? None of these toggles seem like something nice to me. None of them seem something like, oh, I would like to give Rotundel's belly a big rub. Or, I would like to pat Rondel on the head. Or, I would like to praise Rondel for how staggeringly beautiful he looks today. You know, it's always like, yeah, I think I want to turn you into... I want to make you pregnant. I want you to have blonde hair, wear earrings, and I want you to be called Stacy. I want Stacy to be a single mother, by the way. Also, can we make one of the toggles make you bald? Like, come on. Guys, please. I'm looking forward to the toggle where we... Oh, no, that's the same one. A toggle where you get... No! Why? Why do you all want these bad things for me? That's not very nice, apprentices. Come on. Think about this. I have feelings too. Smiles. Think about it like this way, then. Does every new spell you do work perfectly the first time you execute it, or do you try a smaller version first to see if anything goes haywire, and then you adjust it before you use it at full power? I don't like your logic here, because it's making sense, and I'm trying to disprove you. So, I'm gonna say, no. I'm right, you're wrong. You're a chud. I win. Getting you pregnant... What? No! No. That's not... No! I'm not gonna call that a compliment. That's more like... Don't do it. Because I'm still trying to stream. Well, I don't actually know. Witches don't lose their powers if they become pregnant. So... That's more of a wizard thing. That's why wizards are usually more powerful as a result. But, you know... There's a sacrifice to be made here. Which is why. But, I don't know if I'd consider it a compliment. It's like saying you want to take away my wizard powers, unless it's specifically for the witch form. In which case, no pun intended, might be different. But I'm not going to interpret it as that, so... Bad. Bad. Gosh. I thought this run would be way faster, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I was not expecting a singular run of Risk of Rain to take, like, upwards of an hour. Was not on my agenda. I thought it was going to take me less, but then again, this is the first time I've played it in like a couple of years, so makes sense, makes sense. You have to choose who gets pregnarts, either Auger Rondel or Stacy Rondel. Well, then it has to be Stacy. But I don't want any pregnant form of my iterations or alters. How does it Auger Alter Rondel? You know, it's kind of like Fate Grand Order. I'm just going to have a whole bunch of alts running around of different canon versions of me, or different fanon versions of me. And, you know, that makes me feel very strange, seeing all of that. Risk of Rain is so good. Genuinely one of my favorites. I've got maybe 400 hours, and that was only around the time the Captain existed. I never really played much outside or past that point. So I'm very unfamiliar with everything past the Captain. I figured that it is a very good stream game. It's just very pleasing to follow along with, I think. It's very much like Voin. It's fun to watch, fun to look at, so... oh, right. Yeah, I forgot they changed how the moon works in one of the updates. You have to stand next to one of the pillars. I would say it, but it would probably give Twitch chat ideas. Oh, no. The last thing I want to do is, like, ask, what are you excited for? And then some of the ideas I get are like, you should be pregnant! No. No, I don't want to be pregnant. You should be pregnant! No, I'm not going to be pregnant. Luigi board, by the way. Oh, what was that? Oh, it counts as a, thingamabob. Oh, never mind. I do have to stay in the radius. Gregnarts. No. No, I refuse. I refuse Gregnarts. Otherwise, let's divert a bit of the conversation. How has everyone's weekend been? What did you get up to, Solstice? What did you get up to, Disco? What did you get up to, Pigeon? What did you get up to, Kaimana? What did you get up to, Mr. Brown? What did you get up to, Disco? What did you get up to, Helios? What did you get up to, Mississippi Gonzo Redcorn? I don't know if James is still here, one of the new people in YouTube chat. Again? What do you mean again? Did I say you twice? Okay, then say what you were doing twice. Yeah, don't question it. Again, work? I see. Unfortunate that it's work. I hope you get some time off eventually, Solstix. Honestly, instead of Stacy, I'd more enjoy the Mika Rondel, the Gyaru version with leg warmers who speaks in broken English because it's cool and refers to herself with Utsi. Yeah, but I don't think I could do that justice to pull that off. What did you ask? I asked, what did you get up to this weekend? Because I've been talking about my weekend and solving all of my PC problems, which gave me really poor quality sleep and everything like that. But what did everyone else get up to? What did my apprentices do? So, did line art for the Doro Aug? Ooh, line art! I'm excited to see. Just so you know, Sol6, I'll add that as, like, official art or whatever. I'll host that on the stream loading screen if you want to. I think that would be really cute. Could be one of the first ones that comes out. So, fair. I studied this. I was being an outlandish flirt. Oh? Were you getting it on with Stacy's mom? That sounds bad, but you get what I mean. Like, in accordance with the song and everything, you know? Like, you were talking to that girl, and I hope it was going well. And that things have kicked off well between you two. I just pulled my pizza out. He pulled his pizza out! He pulled his pizza out! Calm down, calm down. He pulled his pizza out. I'm waiting for it to cool off now. You know, I was probably too mad. I was probably angry by the fact that it was having to pull that out. Also, I did nothing this weekend. I was lazy rotting piece of nothing this weekend. That's fine, right? Like, sometimes you can have weekends where you just take time for yourself and do whatever it is that you want. You don't have to, like, always be doing something. I feel like this is irony coming from me who's, like, always busy, but that's because I choose to keep myself busy all the time. And because if I want to make VTubing a full-time job, I'm going to be spending all my time doing that work. But today was work till noon, so I actually got tomorrow off, so I'm doing great. I'm glad to hear, Mr. Brown. Check server again. Pretty Rondel this time. Pretty Rondel. Oh, whoops. I accidentally opened up Twitch. Let's check. Pretty Rondel. Okay, well, you gave me hair this time. Not bad. So, just in case someone's forgotten, we went from this to this. Wow, I've gained my hair back. To this, from this to this, from this to this, from this to this, from this to this. Wow, I've got my hair back. Mama Rondel. No, there are no Mama Rondels. There's only me. There's only me. Og, what magic would you rather? You can freeze time, like the herb, time, or you can change the pH value of anything by 0.1. I'd change the pH value of anything by 0.1, because if it's anything, then it's something that already doesn't have a necessarily have a pH value to it. I would be changing the pH value of your eyeballs and your hair follicles if you ever decide to deceive me, apprentice, okay? Yeah, you just used illusion spell on your bald head. No, I didn't! I did not. No! There is no illusion spell being cast here. I'm perfectly fine. I've got my long, luscious hair. Can you change the pH value of a brain and kill a person? 0.1 isn't necessarily enough unless you did it to enough parts. If you could do it to the whole component... Oh, wait. Mama Rondel, the mother of Stacy. That's just Stacy's mom. Yeah, there it is. No, now I see your joke, yeah. Stacy's mom has got it going on. That song is so good. I know I'm singing it jokingly there, but it's probably like one of my favorite songs. Fountains of Wayne is not that one. Wait. I studied for this weekend law exam tomorrow. Can you make it fat and call it Rotundoro? Oh my gosh. Oh my, Rotundoro? Okay, but why do you have to make everything fat? Why do you have to make everything... Can't we just, like, leave things be? Is there no sanctity in this household? In this classroom? In this wizardly academy? The Academy of Wizardly... wizardly place? I mean, you could give people yeast infections. It is the pH level. Yeah, but... probably not. Wait, how do I find a way to the rescue ship? Again, this has been ages since I last played this. Do I have to go all the way over here? I don't know, I just like the wordplay in Rotundoro. I do like it as well, but I don't think everything has to be fat, you know? I'm thinking like we can leave things be a little bit chubby. We can keep them at that, you know? Okay, now it's time for the boss, right? Or is there anything more I have to do? What? I'm sorry, am I missing something? Oh, okay, there are two more over here. Gosh, I completely forgot how this entire mission works. Again, it's been so long. I completely forgot that you could do all this. Also, look at Discord, Aug. Okay, give me a second. Here we go. Why does this not select that? Here we go. Add this to Rotundere. The points fingers together. Points fingers together, kicks dust on the ground. It's the constant like questioning scheme. Yeah, scheming fingers. It's a little bit like how anytime you see a fly, they're always scheming something malicious, right? They like rub their hands together, they like comb their hair back or whatnot. But like whenever you see anime girls and they're thinking, they do the exact same thing. It's like an idol animation, isn't it? It's the exact same thing. They point their fingers together and they begin scheming in their minds what it is that they can do. So I think so anyway. I think so anyway. You would be wrong if you disagreed with me. You'd be right if you agreed with me. Also, I don't think my my right click is doing much here. Is he gonna... Okay, there he is. I was wondering when he was gonna crash down, which was right about then. But now he's trying to destroy my strike drones, which sucks. So I'm just gonna aggro him. Oh my gosh, what? Jeez. I did not think he was gonna one-shot me. Dude, Mithrix is like one of my least liked bosses. I really do not like how he's able to one-shot you in a lot of instances. Some of his attacks just suck. Like, genuinely. Haha, you're bad? No. He's just a bad boss for being able to hit me once and insta-kill me there. Like, the only reason I survived was because because I had the item that saves me from death. You're so bad, terrible, horrible, bad. No, okay, that's gonna be a strike. Mal, that's gonna be a strike. You keep going, strike. I've told you once, stop. Second time, no. Yeah, that's right. You continue, that's a strike. Okay, I promise. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Can't believe my apprentices would behave like this in my stream. I'm the streamer here, not you. You don't get to choose what goes on, what happens. I need to get rid of these flying ones. You're being tsundere now? I'm not tsundere. I'm not a dere, tsundere. That's the only part of the lyrics I know. Unfortunately, I cannot sing the rest to you, because I don't know the rest of it. But, yeah. No, that's just me being exaggerated. That's not tsundere. That's not how it works at all. I'm being performative. I'm, you know, playing it up for the comedy. So, you're wrong. I'm right. I win. You lose. We can flip a coin on it. Heads I win, tails you lose. Sound good? We can do that. We can play it your way. Heads I win, tails you lose. Okay, bets? Yeah. Let me just flip this coin. I choose heads. Bink! Okay. I flip the coin. I like... and... it's tails. Oh, sorry. Tails, you lose. I'm so sorry to hear that. You lost. Wow. Yeah. It must suck. I mean, you know, luck is a skill too. It makes sense. You, clearly lack. So, unfortunate. Guess you'll have better luck next time, maybe. Or just get luckier, you know? Not in the literal sense of getting lucky. You know what I mean. You don't have to have this explained to you. I've justified myself enough. We can stop there. Oh my gosh, Mithrix has like way too much health. I don't know how I was able to beat this game on Monsoon. Oh, I'm dead. Whoops. Yeah, I thought he only had like one cycle left. Unfortunate. But you know what that means? We can swap over. Let's see. Rimworld. It doesn't matter if I've got this not in my mod manager, right? That should be fine. Thank you. We can tell you dumped everything into luck because you're lacking intelligence stat. Not true. I do luck max, but I do also increase intelligence. There are couple of stats that you need to be able to wizard in the first place, okay? The act of wizarding is very complex in and of itself, Okay, you need both intelligence to cast spells, and you need wisdom to be able to possess spells. The fact that I have so many different spells and are able to cast spells in the first place, that, I would say, is a feat of both my intelligence and my wisdom. Give me the transparent image, or just this. Now it's Angry Auger. Auger Maldell. We know why you skipped past the College of Winterhold quest. I never did. I never skipped past the College of Winterhold quest. I know you're saying that jokingly, but that was probably one of my favorite ones because I got to use magic and because I got to be the Arc Wizard, or whatever it's called in the College of Winterhold. Genuinely one of my favorite missions. Just because I like magic, I liked having an entire area where I could do a whole bunch of the potion brewing myself. It gave you all of the ingredients. It then gave you some of the spell reduction spells, enchantments that you could use and break down to be able to learn them so that when you made bugged items, you could reduce cooldowns to, like, basically nothing. It also gave you a free room, so you didn't have to buy a place in, like, Whiterun. Anything else? The major downside I'd say about not Whiterun, about College of Winterhold was the amount of dragons. This was probably my issue with Skyrim as a whole. My issue was that the amount of dragons that spawn really annoys me. And not because it's like, oh, well, you're the Dragonborn, you have to fight dragons. No, it's like, you get to a point in the game where you're done facing dragons because it's the same moveset, but you've probably fought 100 dragons by that point. It sucks. I don't want to keep fighting more dragons. Sun Tundel? No, just... yeah, I'm not sure what we call it. Sun? No. We know you skipped past the College of Winterhold quest. You couldn't even get past the girl in the front who's like, oh, use a spell on this door to enter. I did! I've always beaten that. You're just making things up right now. In fact, the whole point, or the entire basis that you're making this accusation off of, doesn't hold, because I always cast spells. Shadow Money Wizard Gang, we love casting spells. Do you know one of the founders of that is? You're looking at him. You have to spend 50 gold to buy the book from her? Nope. You want to know what I did? I went to Riverwood, and I found the glitch chest. Yeah, that's right. I knew where it was from the start. You want to know one other thing? You can also just go get the conjured bow. That's over in the keep, slightly northeast of Whiterun. And if you use that, that counts as a spell, because you're just casting it one time. Hello, Hobana-san. Welcome on YouTube. How are you doing? I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and I used a bow. Yes. See? You can basically just use a bow. It's kind of silly that some of the conjuring stuff counts towards that, but yeah. Also, the shield spell is a little bit lame, I thought, because it's kind of hard to judge the speed of spells and whatnot. Like, you either continue attacking or you don't attack, but some of the enemies just constantly attack you, so what's the point to trying to defend yourself in Skyrim? So, I don't know. Dude, I only did the Winterhold to go in there, then I did the glitch to where you can access the restoration chest and sell it back to her. No, you should be playing through it. What, you didn't go through the trial and then they ask you to go get the Elder Scroll and whatnot? Yeah, unfortunate. Sounds like you're a fake. Sounds like you're a fake wizard in that case. Real wizards play through the entire College of Winterhold quest. You can access her Dev Wares chest. Yeah, I know, you can do the same thing in Riverwood. I think you can also do the same thing in Riften, if I'm not mistaken. You can do the same thing in Whiterun too, but for Whiterun, it's a really convoluted path that requires you to, like, jump across some of the buildings and then slip down, like, basically by a chimney as if you're reverse Santa to steal everything that they own, and that works. I know that there's also another instance outside of Whiterun where you can steal from the inside of another one of the houses. I'm trying to think as well. There are a whole bunch of bugs that you can find there. I played Skyrim so much, even though I enjoyed Morrowind and Oblivion, and even a bit of Daggerfall, I still ended up really enjoying Skyrim just because of how improved some of the systems were. Okay, let me close down Risk of Rain now that we're done with it. That's not what I wanted to do. I nearly closed down Rimworld. Go over here, click and drag this to here, and then do that. Risk of Rain 2 is now closed. Oblivion and Morrowind glaze. I never once glazed them. What? I like them, but it doesn't mean they're perfect games. I just enjoy them. Let's see. Main app, we've got Rimworld. Main app audio, we've got Rimworld. Here we go. Even saying they're okay is glaze? What? But they were, compared to what there was at the time. Oblivion and Rimworld had some crazy leaps in technology in terms of that. Like, yeah, Arx Fatalis is one of my favorite games of all time, and so is Dragon's Dogma. But, like, the feats that that Oblivion and Morrowind did, yeah, it was good. I say as I bought every edition of both games. Yes. Smokeleaf, come on. Silent Scythe, come on. Really? Also, I'm surprised, Kaimana, you're still not pregnant somehow. By Disco, that is. Or in Rimworld. Arx Fatalis mentioned? Yes. Arx Fatalis is based. Also, your incorporate skill is still alive. Or it's up and live now. Do you want to steal the genes of someone? Do you want to try to take the genes of someone? Kaimana? You can go for... I'm scared. No. Don't be scared, Kaimana. Get pregnant already? What? That's a very wild thing to say. Take that out of context, and that's quite crazy. Wahati, if you fry your RAM again because I'm too powerful, that's not how that works. Also, if it does fry my RAM, then it will just confirm that I still need to take it in on... in, like... Ooh, when do they open? 5-ish hours? So, yeah. That would just mean that I still have to take in my PC to the technician. They told me to bring it in whenever, if I run into issues. So, yeah, don't stress it. You can do it. Then give me some. Okay. We'll do that. Let's get Kaimana. Let's get her to incorporate this big dude over here. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Surprisingly, I still got a little bit of a mouth ulcer, but I'm doing fine. Otherwise, my sleep is somewhat ruined because I've been working on this RAM memory issue for the past, like, 2 days. Had to go to a technician really early in the morning because they said that they would be busy the entire day. Otherwise, then I was basically stuck until I could get my PC because obviously I needed it to plan for and work out my debut things. So... there were, yeah, I've been super stressed this weekend, which is why I haven't been able to finish Witch Hat Atelier. We'll probably do it sometime this week as well. Just as a heads up, there will be a rescheduled day for it. Can she steal the bad genes from people? No. If she wanted to incorporate your genes, she would have to kill you for it. Also, here we go, Kaimana. These are your things to choose from, right? Auger, if you ever want to get back at Kaimana, you can just make a pregnant version of her model. True. Wait, I can recommission her artist, make her a pregnant version. Yeah, unfortunate. What is detonation? Detonation means that you blow up. Apparently, however, carriers can detonate their body at will. Note that this will not hurt the user of the ability. I thought it would. You could either get natural armor, perfect immunity. Perfect immunity makes you immune to the flu, malaria, sleeping sickness, plague, infection, lung rot, gut worms, muscle parasites, and organ decay. Wow. Almost pulled an all-nighter. No, you need sleep, Homura-san. You need sleep. I know that I say this. What is natural armor? Gives you plus rating. So, you gain plus armor for blunt by 25% and sharp by 40%. Increased effect when combined with other genes, preventing wearing armor in the first place. Nearly doubled effect when combined with genes preventing wearing any kind of apparel. So you wouldn't need any kind of armor, you're just inbuilt armor. Also, there's heat immunity. We've been trying to get that one for a really long time. Does it for real steal the genes from dead people? Yes, it consumes the corpse and it steals the genes from dead people, so you can't kill yourself. Then steal the genes from your dead body, because then it would just remove your body. Aug, did you add the comment tip Aug to a spell on that thing? Yes, I did. At least it should be there. I want the armor one, I think. Are you sure? You don't want, like, perfect immunity or to blow yourself up? Like, perfect immunity is an archetype thing. That's super rare. You become immune to to gutworms. You can no longer get, like, food poisoning in that case. Then immunity? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because also, doesn't require any metabolic efficiency. Which is just good to have. There you go. Now you've got perfect immunity. Problem solved. I'd say, at least. But, you know. Oh, well. As for goals, actually, let's see, because I know that each time I boot up the game, the character development thing changes. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Huh. Okay. Stinky. Oh, right. I could technically get my xenogenes. Yes, you can. You can technically get your xenogenes. It's entirely up to you when you want to get them and when you want to implant them. I don't remember exactly if you, we can check. I was going to say, I don't remember exactly if you were still recovering. Oh, yes, you're still recovering. You're still recovering from it. So, I want Stinky. Why? Why would you want that? I'm not sure, because there's so much complexity left. Yeah, you kind of want to put on as much as possible. What does it do? It just says it's a... Let's see. Produces an unpleasant smell that bothers nearby people. We don't have enough character points, though, in order to develop that. I'm also not sure how the character development system works in that sense. It might be a case of where, like, you build up the amounts of character points required to get a trait, then you add the trait, then once you have the trait, you can apply it to someone in particular, I think? But I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure, so it could be the case, or it could also not be the case. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah, but I have, what Jotun frame genes do we have? Let's see. I think we only have the Jotun frame in general. Jotun metabolism, Jotun frame, and then obviously the Jotun metabolism is compatible with the Titan frame as well. So you could pick this, gain the metabolic efficiency, so this one becomes +2 even if you don't have Jotun frame cell sticks. Yeah, but I have 5k channel points, which is what you said would cost to remove the wait time. Exactly. Yeah, so you would have to use all of that. 2,000 silver per year? Oh, no. Yes. Sorry. It's 2,500 silver per year. Silver, not channel points. You're right. That's my bad. Good you didn't pay for it just yet. So, keep that in mind as you decide to spend all of your points. What is my current planned loadout right now? We can check that. Okay, I'll probably end up adding the frame. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best, right? So, here we go. This is what yours looks like for now, Helios. You've only got -1 in terms of metabolic efficiency, and complexity is 26. You can still add a whole bunch. It feels like getting unreasonably fast runner is just always a net positive. Always a net positive. I think doesn't eat should be curbing the hunger for it. Yes. Even if your metabolic efficiency is like -5 or even -10 when you have incorporate, if you have does not eat, doesn't affect you. Doesn't affect you whatsoever. So you can absolutely use that. Can I have the quirk DP in the character thing? Quirk DP? Which one? Quirk DP? I'm not sure what you mean. I could remove very fast runner and gene stabilizing and get the Titan frame and Jotun metabolism. Yes, you can do that because the Titan frame is compatible with Jotun metabolism. So that is possible to do. You could do that if you'd like to. Otherwise, yes. No, that's probably it. That's probably it. Wait, so will my piggy genes carry over, or do I have to do something like for the season 2 or whatever? Yeah, so that's what I was saying, that you have to pick 5 things that you want to bring with you, and then I was thinking like about 15 complexity per one thing you give up to take your genes. So either 5 items, which can be 5 things, which is like 5 items, mixed between traits, so you can have like 2 traits that you wanted to bring over, or if you wanted to bring a passion, then each time you convert one of those things into a gene, you can gain 15 complexity. I would say that in terms of archetype capsules, I'll say that like each thing would add 1 archetype capsule. So 15 complexity, 1 archetype capsule, and that should be fine if you wanted to bring an archetype gene. But maybe archetype genes are actually too powerful, so I'm not sure. 15 complexity, does that also need to apply to endogenes? Yeah, that also applies to endogenes. Gosh darn, need to get channel points dumped to get my capsules. Yep. It's gonna cost quite a bit. That's why I'm saying, like, some of the Archite genes are really, really expensive, which is what has me, like, most concerned about it once we move on to Season 2. So I can't say Vamp in Season 2? Nope, because you can always get that implanted and then Xenogene it later on anyway. So, like, it's not major loss or anything. You can pick some stuff that can help you make it easier, and then you can become a vampire again. You can see it as losing some of your vampire stuff now, but I'm wondering how the balance maintains if we were to move this onto Season 2. That I'm not entirely sure. So, maybe. The genes we take, you mean already in us, right? Like, not inside gene packs? Yeah. If you want to take any genes that currently exist inside you, then you have to, as in they'll be in us, not in the gene packs during the move. Yeah, they have to be inside you. Or you have to have the genes as a part of your endo or xenogenes. It can be either or. I won't count, like, aesthetic genes. So if you pick Demon Eyes or whatever, that's fine. Just keep that if you will. Then I'll, of course, take Yuki, Ediko, and then 3+ whatever things. What's my train skill at? We can take a look at it. Can't you? Aren't you able to see that as well? I feel like you should be able to, I think. Let's check. Mal, your training is at 15. 15. I mean, they will stay in us. They won't come out of us in the form of a gene pack. Oh, no, they'll stay in. I'll just, like, save your character, and I'll reset everything to their base values like it would have been as a part of your backstory. Reshuffle your passions a little bit. Like, maybe I'll keep 1 or 2 on the same one. And then, as for your genes, I'll have to remove everything until it's a certain amount of complexity. That's what I'll have to do. Also, if Season 2 is soon, I'd rather save my coins and points to use it whenever we get Isekai. No, it's not going to be soon. It's not going to be soon. Because I know that's one, like, I wanted to give you a heads up, but I also don't want you to save, like, everything, right? Like, I don't want you to save channel points, and I don't want you to save silver and whatnot. The silver is going to be reset. Channel points, obviously, is used for more than just Rimworld, and that's why I'm trying to make it so, like, you don't hoard up 60,000 channel points and then spend it all at the beginning of Season 2. So, my endogenes have, like, 53 complexity. Yeah. Yeah. It's, can I take my training skill? I want my animals. It's so tough. As one of your things, yeah, that would be considered. For each thing that you want to keep, yeah, one whole thing is just, like, your skill in that. Because technically some characters can just start with 15+. I think, like, maybe I have to put a limit so that you're not immediately at level 20. Just so that you have something to increase a bit. So maybe I cap it off at 15. I think that's the highest possible with all backgrounds. I would have to double check. I think it's the highest possible to start a pawn with in terms of skill level is 15. I could be wrong. As for classes, will we have to wait until we can make the gems, or will we be buying them? You can still buy them, but you would have to get the... You would either have to buy the traits for physical adept or magically gifted, or you would have to build the gems. So, if it was only 18 instead of 15 per one, I chose 15 because it's a nice number. But I think you should have to make some tough decisions, you know? Let's see. We can take this limestone sculpture. We can place one over here. I need to decorate the park. That's what I'm trying to do here. And we can have another one here. Also, I was thinking to myself, I should get this mod that's called just, like, Walk Around the Park. Because that one looked, like, pretty cute, you know? You said I'll have to pay if I want to take Rurio with me. Still mean, by the way. Will she also take up a slot on top of that? And will she get, like, 1 or 2 items, too, since she's technically a pawn? Yeah, that's what I said. I think I explained it a little bit. But you had to, you and Kaimana had to pay 1,000 points. It costs 1 of your, like, bring 1 thing with. And then she gets... I'm still contemplating it, depending on what you pick, 2 or 3 of her own things that she can bring with. So your 1 point translates to 3 for her. So she could bring with, like, mostly everything if you wanted to. Because technically no one's taking control over Ruria, hence why. So I'll be generous on that part, but you do have to coordinate with Kaimana to ensure that you can both bring her over. And, oh my gosh, do they really have to stand here? This is so lame. But what's wrong, Kaimana? Just... Why are you going... What's that about? Yeah, like, I'll drop my Xenogenes, armor, weapons, and all other girls' traits class and only keep Yuki and Eriko. If you think the girls are so strong for the beginning, I'm fine with freezing them until later. Actually, no, I think maybe it should be fine. They're very strong, yes, but they probably... And this is because of a limitation on Rimworld. If I were to do the isekai thing, you would have to eventually train them again anyway. So that's fine. That would be your freeze. They would be untrained in terms of, like, they are 100% tame, but you would have to retrain them in learning their skills. So I don't want to save. Unfortunate. Baikana also has to save 1,000 mana, which is really little, but she also gambles it all right away. Yep. That's the problem, but you have to try and make it work. I have to try and make it work. Can we make a fountain of some kind? No, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's, I want to make decorations. Plants. We can make a long plant pot. I don't know how this is going to look. Can you show me my character and look at the complexity? I'm calcing. Calc is short for calculator, by the way. But yeah, I know what that means. Let's see. You have got 57. I'll go through each one. 6, 3, 3, 7, 3, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay. What if she disowns her and she becomes only mine? No. I think Kaimana knows that Ruria is actually her daughter. She wanted to be her mother as soon as she saw she was useful, is the thing. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said, Sol6. No, 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 no. Also, what is this dog doing? Stop eating the food that we put in here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my mind. We've got to stop the animals from going inside this building. We should do the cleaning area. Wait, no, that's the carrier dry. They can be unrestricted. These guys should only be within the cleaning area. They should not be inside. Oh, wait, no. Clean area? Area 1? Home? I want to get them out of here. We'll get rid of the... Gosh. Oh, there you are. We are the CIA looking for you for weeks. Really? Me? You want me? Mr. CIA, Mr. Sir. Are you requiring wizard assistance? So, like, I can drop 1 to 2 archetype genes and my endogenes fit into 45 complexity, or would I need the extra capsules? No, I'll allow you, as said, for each one thing you bring. I'm contemplating maybe you can take an archetype one, but actually, no, for every 2 things that you bring, I'll give you 1 archetype, because it is very expensive, but also some of the archetype genes are super duper good. Like, crazy good. I just don't want this dog to eat our food in here. I don't want all of the animals and the pets to go in here. Let me select, like, a big area and designate it as a zone. Also, I downloaded a mod to zone things. So, let's create a new area. Expand allowed area. We'll call it, like, area 1. And we'll do something like that, and I'm going to disallow the animals from going in here. Clear area 1. Stupid dog, you make me look bad. Here we go. And now we assign all of these to area 1 instead. Here we go. That's better. Now he gets out of here. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Then it's never going to work if I use all 5 of my things I can bring. I guess won't be a vamp anymore. Yeah, because you can always just get the vampire stuff implanted either way, so I don't feel like it's that much of a trade-off, you know? I feel like it's just an inevitability than it is a setback, per se. Like, it is a setback, but it's only temporary. Courage the Cowardly Dog mentioned. Yeah, I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. Kaimana has discovered a new want. What does Kaimana want? She wants to build a landmine, feel catharsis, hold a party, or be nuzzled by someone sweet. I don't know what else to bring. Could you add Jotun frame, devil eyes, and elf ears to my gene template? Yes, I can, for sure. Let's see. Sol sticks. Demon. Oh, wait. Devil? Devil eyes. Jotun frame. This one? You want this one, or do you want this one? Wait, no. You probably want... Okay, no, you want Jotun frame, I'm imagining, in that case. Jotun frame. Elf ears. Here we go. And then save that. Do it all? Do what all? Do what all? Oh? Wait, what was that? I heard like a in my ear. I wonder what that was. A deadly premonition, perhaps. Gosh, they're really destroying every... Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do a pot. Prison arena spot. Outpost delivery spot. No, I want to decorate bonsai plants. Small plant pots. Let's see. Anything else? Furnishings could maybe work? No, that's bedrooms. And what's this? Travel? No. People? No. Culture? No. Childhood? No. More? I can't tell. I can't tell. I guess this is all I have. Okay, Aug. We switch up my genes. Titan frame is unreasonable. Titan frame unreasonably fast for very fast. And gene stabilizer and elf ears in the end. Okay, wait, sorry. Let's check this again. I was gonna say, can you please say that again? But you've written it out. I was just reading it aloud. Okay. Titan frame. Then unreasonably fast. Gene stabilize. Okay, you've already got it as a part of this, so we can actually take that out. So now you have extreme. Wait, yeah. So you've got ultra gene stabilizing, and now you've got elf ears, like so. So now you've got 45 and -2 metabolic efficiency. Who's gonna get the door? Courage, the Cowardly Dog. I don't actually remember how the theme song of Courage the Cowardly Dog went. Gosh, it's been so long. It's been so long for that. I should look into it. Oh, here we go. We want to do pottery, didn't we? We want to do pottery. Add that. Anything else I can make for like pots, just in general, for plants and we've got monuments. We've got statues. Maybe we should do statues as. Oh, I accidentally did that one. Mad science field. That's. Remove very fast runner. It makes no sense if I have unreasonably fast. Wait, did you have that? I thought I removed that. Load template. Helios. Yeah, very fast. There we go. Save. Now nothing's being overwritten except heat resistant or fire resistant, which I think you have fire immune. Yeah, fire immune for. So that's what yours looks like. 45, -2. Very cool. Very cool. And where was I? Oh, yes. I was looking for something that I can make cute little plant pots with. But I think we've got basically everything. And this one is in Chinese, so I... Oh, wait, no, this is in Japanese. Okay. It's mostly just decorative. Okay, fair enough. Oh, 4,000 points. Let's implant the genes. Let's see. There you are. And then let's get rid of your genes regrowing. Bada bing, bada boom. And then let's go here. Oh, am I getting a notification? Oh, you're typing here. Ah, Homoda-san is posting the Courage the Cowardly Dog thing. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Let's see. Okay. I will make your genes now. Load Helios. Are you sure? Is there anything else you want to add? Do you want to add anything else? Do you want to add, like, cryo generator? Do you want to add, like, trace soul power? So, carriers of this gene naturally possess trace amounts of soul power. This power can be further increased by using the dark shards of Archotech. Requires the... Oh, never mind. Anomaly DLC. Do you want anything more? Robust digestion? No blood? Do you have fast healing? I guess you are vampire, so you've got super fast regeneration. But you need 7 Archite capsules to make this. Can add incorporate to my gene template, then it'll be done. Okie doke. Let's see. I'm seeing that everyone has realized how good Incorporate is, so everyone's going for it. Everyone is going for Incorporate as well. They've seen Kaimana, that she's getting all these good genes, and they're like, I need some of this too. So, copycats? I don't know about copycats. People just want to have their own stuff. Also, flu. Oh gosh, wait. We need to help people here. Solsticks, it's time. It's time you begin to help a couple of people in the hospital. Here we go. Help Disco. And, yep, she showed me that way. This is true. This is true. We want to insert a person. Anyone? Yep. Gatekeeper. Gonna steal his genes as well. And... Wait, did you use it? I think you did. Okay, then let's use an elixir on... Electra? Yeah, Electra. Hopefully, Silent as well also comes inside. And then we can heal him from his flu, or whatever he has. At least they're making good progress in terms of, like, how much they're healing by. But yeah, there we go. We can try to speed this up a little bit. Can I get a loan? You can. Actually, speaking of loans, that reminds me. I do have someone that requires to give me a loan. It's D6, 5,000 silver by the 18th of August. Well, well, well. Yeah, 3k silver? Okay, 3k silver. Silver Helios. About when? About when? Let's give you until the 20th. 20th of August. I'll wait until we squeeze that demon. Okay. You can do that. You can do that. Only 4 days? Yeah, you'll have 2 streams to do it. 3k silver is a bit, but I gave Mal 2 streams to do it. D6 had 5? He only had 5 because of the amount of streams. I was doing it by quantity of Rimworld streams. But yeah, I guess it's the same amount. Or, sorry, it's not the same amount. It's the same amount of Rimworld streams. It's not the same amount of actual streams if you want to consider channel points. I can give you 5 days as well if you want. Let's see. How many archive capsules do I need? Let's check. You need 10. Yes, 10 archive capsules. And are you sure you don't want to try use the last 2 complexity? Or the last... Because you also have 3 metabolism that you could add here. Jesus freaking Christo. No. You could add more things. Because you're not going to eat at all, right? So you can just go all the way to -5. Wait, do you have food? Stomach? Doesn't eat. Oh, never mind. That's what it's called. Doesn't eat. So you could increase the amounts of complexity that you have. In fact, we're building another one of these gene processor buildings. Room for incorporates, or is it free when I grab genes? It's free to an extent. You can go past -5 to -10. But actually, yes, now that you say it, yeah, that's fair enough. You can grab bad genes as well. But usually, I'd say, like, incorporate is really good for stealing archetype genes. What I would do in my single-player games is I would try get archetype genes. I would incorporate basically every single one of them, and then I would make them into endogenes. So, anytime I would incorporate, get an archetype gene, remove my xenogenes that weren't a part of that archetype gene, then integrate all my archetype genes, then add xenogenes for things that I can't find. It's a very long and annoying process, but then again, I play like everything on solo on 3x speed, just because it's faster for me. What else do you suggest I add? By the way, how many traits does Ruria have? She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 traits. She's already got the maximum amount. Let's check. What would I recommend? Let's load your Sol 6. I'm thinking like... maybe... Eventually, you could go for the demon... oh no, but it would make you awful at plants. That's not nice. I was thinking Dexterous Demon Tail because then you can get bonus manipulation. You could get... Giant's Blood? I'm wondering about Cryogenerator. Because then you would be able to use some of your skills more. What else could you add? Foam spray? No, that might be too much in terms of negative metabolism. But if you had foam spray, then you could turn off or use it against any fire. Actually, wait, no, you have an ability. I forgot. One of the expansions gives you foam spray. What's trace soul power? Gives you more soul power, basically. If you have anything that uses soul power, like a transformation, gives you more of it. So you gain extra consciousness scaled by soul power. You gain bonus melee damage scaled by soul power. You gain movement speed increased by soul power, and you gain damage reduction scaled by soul power. It's very good. Very, very good. But again, if you have any kind of transformation, you'll probably not need this. Then again, I think maybe plus 50% is fine. So gonna go now, y'all. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Take care, Mr. Brown. Hope to see you tomorrow for a little bit of Yakuza 0. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Also, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Happy belated birthday. Bye-bye, Brown. Bye-bye. Yeah, I have angelic form, I think, from the Nine Tails. Oh, yes, true. Maybe you should go for Trace Soul Power then, because not a whole lot of things actually give you bonuses to Soul Power. So, yeah, I will also be adding more genes for Season 2, so that's why I'm making some of the genes cost more. So you did forget about me. No, I didn't forget about you. What do you mean? How would I possibly forgotten about you, Mr. CIA Shorts? How's that possible? It isn't. That's the simplest answer, okay? Also, let's go heal Silent Scythe. And fire suppression. That's... Oh, wait, what? Why is fire suppression considered violence? I'm very confused. How does that work? Of course you didn't. It was a test and you passed. Thank you. See, I knew it. I knew it. It's always the same. It's violent against fires? I guess so. It's harming the pyromaniac community. And they don't like that so much. Oh, okay, this extends! Oh my gosh, I can draw... Yes! Oh my gosh, I didn't know that was how the belts worked. Yes, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna add so many flower pots. We're gonna have an entire... Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then decorations. I wanted some kind of, like... some kind of arch. You know those, like, fence arches that you have vines wrap around? I really wanted that. I really, really wanted that. Well... Off seeing ya. CIA has work to do. Toodle. Take care, Mr. CIA Shorts. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you tomorrow with a little bit of Yakuza 0. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful start to your week. Wow. True. Let's see. Can I find an arch of some kind? Door, maybe? An ornate door? Can I just place this outside? No, it needs a wall. Okay, I'll add trace soul power. Roger, roger. We can do a little bit of trace soul power adding. Trace. Oh, load yours first and foremost. Add that. There you go. Save that. Are you sure you want the Yotsun frame? You don't need the Yotsun frame to trigger the Yotsun metabolism unless you want to increase the movement speed. If that's the case. I mean, like, it's up to you. There are a bunch of bonuses to this. It's just that... I'm wondering. We should make one of the Masterwork legendary sculptures look like a hint of Toll. Wait. Hint of Toll. Let's check. I'm not sure. Statue? What's that, Helios? I'm not sure. Yeah, movement speed and carrying? Yeah, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Now I get you. Now I get you. I want more decorations. Decorations. Simple decorations, main. And we've already got simple decorations. What else? There are septic tanks, there's pottery, there's obelisks. Flesh attachments. Oh, that's for flesh golems, never mind. Hollow artifacts, we can make a hollow golem. Hint of Tull is a painting Squidward painted himself in SpongeBob. Oh! I didn't know that was the case, or that was the name of it. Interesting. But yeah, makes sense in that case. Let's get this queued. Complex electronics, we also want to queue that. Apparently there's a jukebox in here, by the way. I didn't see that. That's cool. Hazard protection, probably not. Military camouflage. Oh. Trench warfare, we probably want to get into as well. Experimental archite gene tools. Wait, what? Xenogerm cloner. Archite xenogerm. Oh! Wait. From a sanguine phase, the subject keeps their previous... This does copy archite genes. Oh, okay. Make an archite genome cloner. Never mind. Maybe it isn't. Applied gene studies offensively. I don't know what that means. Anything more? Waste disposal, cosmetics, electronics, formal wear. Yeah, I think that should be fine. I'm just trying to look for anything that I can use to decorate my colony even more. Hygiene bionics. That's okay. Wallpaper. We could get wallpapers and then we can color your rooms if we wanted to. Let's do that. That's fun. I want to color your rooms. Repulsor technology, siege breaker, combat supplier, trade ship. Okay, we'll get someone. Oh my gosh, 10 archite capsules? Yeah, there we go. Wow. Well, Saw6, is it time? Is it time we begin to make your archite genes? Have you decided? Have you thought to yourself, now's the time. I will show you this demon's power. Or devil's power. Let's go. Anything? Do you want to call it something fun? Do you want to call it like Plant Master? Big Plant Boy. The Green Thumb Giants. Green Giant Thumb. What do you want to name it? Any idea? I'm thinking... Well, exactly. Jolly Green Giants? Oh, yeah. That's actually perfect. There we go. Except you're not really jolly. You are very unhappy, but whatever. Whatever. You'll figure it out. You're happy doing your own thing. In fact, you're probably so happy all the time either way, working on the things that you want. I think you're one of the only people that has maxed out moods all the time because you get to work on whatever you love. Yeah, bliss mental because you've... Wait, soul bond. Oh! The soul bond that you have with Disco is giving you plus 24 mood. Yeah, okay. Garandlin Attunements apparently gives you a plus 16. You love Rotundel. You saw an amazing play done. Yeah, wow. No, you've got a whole bunch of positives here. No wonder. I'm happy to make Father's Soul happy. Yeah, exactly. I think... Soul Bond is definitely one of the best ones out there. It is a little bit sucky that whenever they die, you lose a whole bunch, but still. It's better than not. Okay, see? Now we can change what we plant in here. I'm going to change this to something prettier, because I think the Daylily is only... Let's see, how much beauty? I want to change it. 18. Okay, we can change that. Beauty, that's 10. I don't really care for that. 19... Do we want to change it to... I think we can do like Ayame. I'm not sure. I like purple flowers. That's why I've got this mod pack, because it was the one that added the most like purple and pinks. I was like, I really do like Yaguru Magiku. But I could also do Ayame. So... Oh, legendary work? Oh, a limestone plant long. Huh, he made a legendary one. No sleep. This is why I work. True, true. I think we'll have this one be Ayame. Because that... Oh, but it's only 14 beauty. Wait, what? How is that fair? What's this one at? Is this one... Oh, this one's 21. Genetians are very beautiful. I think we'll just do... this. Yeah, that should be fine. And then for this one, we'll set it as... this? I want to put them all as different colored flowers. It's going to be a whole bunch of purple flowers and whatnot. Because we can. Because we can. And then look, the Agribot of D6s is now beginning to plant it. The only worry that I have is that they might... all of our pets might just begin eating out of the planted pots, which is a little bit annoying, I gotta say. It is unfortunate. Yeah, I think one of them just ate it. Did he do a drive-by eating? No, but let's check. Okay, so now we've planted those there, we've planted those there. If we see any of the animals begin to eat that, then we'll know. We'll know that they've done something wrong here. Also, yeah, I see what you mean now. The tull thing, Helios. I've got it open on my... Yeah, I checked Discord. I saw it. I was ready. I know that you might have posted an image, so I was just waiting for it there. This one, we'll do pink. I don't think we have a pink one. Wait, what? Why didn't this one save? There we go. Magic. And this one is... Oh, wait! No, I need to change all of these. Yeah, there we go. So I want to do that. Magic. And then all of these. All of these. I want to change the plants to be that one. There we go, pink. So now they'll change out all the plants to that. Very, very cool. Masterwork. Masterwork, masterwork. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Look at how beautiful this place is going to be! Look, plus 18 already! Oh my goodness, we've got so many high quality, very beautiful places for everything. I think I gotta leave now too. Exam tomorrow at 9 a.m. No worries. Actually, you bring up a somewhat fair point. We've got another legendary work. Dude, how does Mr. Brown keep doing this? How does he keep doing this? Game over? Wait, this goes on YouTube? What? Why are you on YouTube? What is that about? You know, Aug. Yeah? What do I know? What do I know? Well, I know a lot of things, but I'm like asking in context of what it is that you're talking about here. I was thinking. I think all the time. And I think that it's time to wrap up stream there. We've begun work on Solstice's genes. We discussed a little bit today about both debut, about like what's been going on and why I'm delayed with some stuff. So, thank you. Thank you so much. No, don't go. Why? What's wrong, Kaimana? What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay? A modded Minecraft server for the community would slap. Ooh, I could see about making something like that. The only thing that would be difficult is moderation. I would be somewhat finicky with that, but also what kind of mods? What kind of modded Minecraft server were you thinking of? Maybe I can, like, ask and make a poll, and you can say, do you want a I think a fantasy-focused one is probably the go-to, right? Like, I love fantasy. You love You're watching me! If you didn't like fantasy, why are you- What? You don't like fantasy and you're watching me? I love fantasy, so that would have to be, you know, the norm. But yeah, I could see about making it. It would have to be a little bit into the future, though, just because I need to get the debut out of the way first. I really do. I really need to get it out of the way first before I can focus on anything like that. I want that? Yes. I just heard Fent? No, I haven't said Fent. I have not said that. Not until you said it right now, Helios, have I said that. I've done no such thing. Also, I just noticed that Majima is kind of blocking the way. There we go. Sorry, Majima. You have to get out of here. I love your dance and everything that you do, but you can't be on screen. You were saying fantasy? Oh, yeah. That's true. I was saying fantasy. That is indeed correct. But stopped after saying Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I get what you mean. Well, I mainly want proximity chat, and I don't know anymore. You and someone more knowledgeable in Minecraft mods can look into that. I was going to make a, actually, I'm going to discuss this a little bit. I'm going to discuss this internally with my team, with my very close and personal Auger Rondel team that helps me make decisions behind the scenes. Hello, Auger, how can I help you today? Yeah, well, I'm thinking about making a Minecraft mod pack. Oh, Auger, if you're making a Minecraft mod pack, then maybe you should throw in some fantasy mods. I was already thinking that. You should add proximity chat. Yeah, I will add proximity chat to my mod pack, I think. That would be maybe a bit fun, but it depends. Well, you don't know how the moderation works? No, I don't really. I haven't used it before. Well, you should probably look into that. Yes, that's why I'm asking you guys for help. Okay, well, anyways, they're not useful. They're not helpful for me right now, so I'll get to them later. Proximity for Among Us? I've never done modded Among Us. But yeah, you have your hands full with the debut, so you'll probably have to do that afterwards. Yeah. Once I've got that done, I've got a little bit of a backlog, because there are more things coming out for my debut. So once I've resolved some of that, yes, then I can definitely take a look into it. Then I can boot that up. I will guarantee one thing. If there's anything I'm going to do, I might, before I go on my, like, vacation or whatever, set up the Minecraft server. Hopefully nothing goes down about it. That would be probably one of my biggest concerns. But when I go on vacation, I can set up the Minecraft server. Then you've got at least something with the community to interact with, to talk to people, to have fun. And then when I come back, I can take a look through all your builds. And I can have a little bit of a tour of the Minecraft world that you've made. How about that? That sounds like a lot of fun, I think. We can start with something like that. But that's all for me today. Thank you, apprentices, so much. Sing Uma Musume, Menu Suki Auger, End of Stream Concert, come on. Hello, Dragon the Dojo Mama, and I don't know about that. I don't know, I could do like, Kimi no aiba ga zokyun tokyun hashiri dashi zokyun zokyun badanana gonaresu wa hajimete. I can do that, you know? I don't know about Menu Ski. I've not listened to that one a whole lot. So couldn't say. That would be nice, maybe making a little community in Minecraft. Exactly! That's what I'm thinking too. But, as I was saying, I was trying to wrap up before that happened. It's time for me to go, apprentices. It's closing time. Time for you to go home. Gather up your jackets. Move on to the exits. I hope you found your fellow apprentices. I'll see you tomorrow with a little bit of Yakuza 0. Bye!